This morning, we're waiting to see whether or not Julian Assange will be extradited to the United States. A decision could come down any day now for the WikiLeaks founder. He is appealing his transfer to America, where he faces more than a dozen espionage charges and 175 years in prison. Joining me now for more insight on this pivotal decision is Glenn Greenwald, independent journalist and host of System Update, who's been following Assange's case since the beginning. Thank you so much for joining me this morning, Glenn. We're now just playing the waiting game. As I just mentioned, you've been following this hearing all week. What's your prediction?
Well, it's very hard to say. I would say the British courts have demonstrated a willingness to follow in the footsteps of the British government generally, which is typically to be very deferential to anything the United States government wants. Britain has long been mocked as America's poodle. But I think there is a kind of sense in the part of the British judiciary that they are supposed to demonstrate independence. If you look at the arguments that have been advanced about why British law prohibits extradition, the arguments seem extremely clear to me, but there's a lot of politics going on in terms of the relationship between Britain and the United States. So I guess it remains to be seen.
Yeah. And we all know that Assange worked with Chelsea Manning to uncover those classified documents on the U.S. military, a move that you have compared to a journalist working with a source, right? And therefore protected by freedom of the press.
Well, it's not just me that makes that comparison. It's every single press freedom and civil liberties group in the West who rarely agree on anything have all united to condemn the Biden Justice Department's pursuit of this case as the single gravest threat to press freedom in many years. And when Assange did not actually work with Chelsea Manning. Chelsea Manning was the source for WikiLeaks. WikiLeaks received this information from Manning, and then WikiLeaks worked with the largest newspapers in the world, such as the New York Times and the Guardian, to publish this information. It wasn't just WikiLeaks that published it. It was the New York Times, newspapers all throughout Europe, throughout South America. And there's no allegation that Assange helped Chelsea Manning hack into these materials. The allegation is that he did what all investigative journalists did, what we did in the Snowden case, which won a Pulitzer Prize for public service, which is receive source information from our source and then report on that information.
Yeah, a lot of people agreeing that he worked as a journalist, a whistleblower, but also you do have U.S. officials labeling Assange as a co-conspirator who put American security at risk. Again, I know you think he's protected, but do you think there's any truth to that? I mean, did any of his actions put us in danger, do you think?
No, absolutely not. In fact, one more time, it was the New York Times and the Guardian who worked with him to make the decisions about which information would be published. So if anyone believes that these WikiLeaks publications harmed anybody, it's impossible to distinguish the actions of WikiLeaks from those large newspapers. And that was the reason, by the way, the Obama administration, which wanted to prosecute Assange, concluded that there was no way it could do so without also prosecuting the New York Times and the Guardian. It was when Mike Pompeo came in, was appointed to run the CIA, that he vowed he wanted to destroy WikiLeaks. That was the Trump Justice Department that brought this case and the Biden Justice Department that continued it. But if you look at the view of every major newspaper, the New York Times, the Washington Post, the Wall Street Journal, all of them say that this case is a grave threat to press freedom because Assange was acting in the role of a journalist.
Yeah, I think that's important that you point out it wasn't just WikiLeaks. There were other publications, too. Glenn Greenwald, thank you so much for joining me. We'd love to have you back once a final decision is made here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.